G'day gamers, welcome to By Design. Today I'm going to be doing a video here on Destiny. This is going to be a guide to the Path of the Voidwalker quest or mission, if you want to call it that. It is a quest though, and basically what we're going to do is go to the Vanguard area of the tower. We're going to go ahead and speak to Ikora, pick up the mission here itself while we are at least level 30 Warlock, and we are on the Voidwalker abilities here. We're going to go ahead and kill 50 mobs using either our Nova Bomb, our melee attack, or our grenade. So that's going to be the best way to do it, easiest way to do it, and the fastest way to do it is going to be go ahead and land on Earth. When you get to patrol, you're going to head to the right to this building here. You're going to make sure all the mobs around this area here are dead, just so that they will spawn in the underground area here, and I will show you right where they spawn here in a second. We'll turn around and you can see that they spawn right by the orb there. Then you're going to go ahead and just kind of cycle up between down and that. Over here there's another 3 that spawn, and basically over here there's 6 that spawn right in that doorway. If you time it perfectly, you can use your Nova Bomb and get 6 kills in one shot, which definitely makes these 50 kills super fast. Then you can go ahead and throw your grenades or punch in the bottom there for those 3 to make this again a super fast mission. You can see we're just waiting for another super to charge here. Once we get that all set up, then we should be able to finish this off fairly quickly here. You can see again I did the grenade there just because the super wasn't quite ready, and it definitely makes it so that this is a lot faster. This is definitely going to be the fastest way for you guys to go ahead and get your 50 kills. You can see we're running down here to see if we can find these last 3. Then we're going to go ahead and use our Nova Bomb, and that will finish it off. So the next step in this is going to be to go ahead and return to Ikora just in the Vanguard area. Once we go ahead and do that, we're going to need to generate 25 orbs. So the fastest way to generate these 25 orbs is definitely again going to be to go to patrol on Earth. As soon as you land on patrol on Earth, you're going to go ahead and hunt down those 3 majors. So that's just going to be in this building off the left here that we've used many times in all the other guides here. Just because when you do that, it definitely generates more orbs. So basically, when you get your full super charged up here, you're going to go down here and you're going to be able to generate 7 orbs every single time. So basically, it's going to take you 5 runs at this to generate all these orbs, which is pretty quick. Also, if you have somebody else doing this with you, they can generate their orbs, and you guys can just kind of trade off orbs, charge each other up, and then get this done in minutes. You can see we're just going to do a couple of them here. We're not going to keep on running back while I charge the super. You want to make sure, again, that you're doing this and you're hoarding them all to kind of the same area. Once you get them into the same area here, you can go ahead and use your super abilities, and then what happens is you get your 7 orbs every single time. If you wait till they're separated or don't want to wait, it's going to take you a lot longer to do. Although if you can kill at least 2, it will give you 6 orbs every time, because that last one just gives you the 1. Next thing you're going to do is return it to Ikora again in the Vanguard area. You're going to go ahead and get 3 7 orb Nova kills. Unfortunately, you're going to have a conversation with your team when you start the strike, because if you don't, they may leave, or you may get even worse. What I ended up having when I ended up doing this, I communicated to them, but I don't think they had mics. So basically what I did is I went to Devil's Lair, got into a mission here, started it off, and right away you take this path and you're basically going right back to those majors that we were just using for the orbs there. Once you do that, basically you have to keep on killing them and just regenerating your super until you get those 3 things. Once you get all 3, then you kind of return back and start all over again. What ends up happening here is, like I said, I don't think either they didn't speak English or they didn't have mics and they didn't hear what I was saying, but I was telling them that I'm going back here just for these quickly, and then I will go ahead and help them with the mission if they wanted to go ahead and start and keep on going. But either way, they didn't do that, and actually after I did my 3 runs of this, generated all my orbs, got my kills, they ended up just kind of hanging out, and I ended up having to finish this by myself. Literally start to finish, I did every single kill in this strike myself, which isn't too bad because it's only level 8 strike. But either way, you can see we're going back to the exact same area here. We're going to go ahead, corral these guys up so that we make sure that we save as much time as we can. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and get this, and that will be our 7 orbs every single time. We're going to repeat that 3 times, and then we are just going to go ahead and finish the strike here. Again, we're not going to run all the way back. I've built my super. We're going to come back here, make sure we show you that we got our 7 orbs again, and I think it's 1 more time that we have to do it because there is 3 that you have to do. So we'll go ahead and show you that on replay as well. You can see we've got our 3rd time here. We'll go ahead and check it and make sure we've got all 3 here. So you can see, did we get all 3? We've got all 3. We only have the strike left to do, and you can see, like I said, ended up having to do this whole thing by myself. So it took a lot longer than it could have, but I guess they thought I was abandoning them, so they just kind of hung out and waited in the back. Either way, the last part of this here is to go to Ikora, turn it in, and then you pick up your Voidwalker's Bond, which looks pretty awesome, as you'll see just in a second here. You can see it's a nice purple color, and it's got kind of like the pattern on it is like drooping down, dripping, or whatever you want to call it. So the first thing thing on it is infused, and that's going to be basically you have to use a better piece of equipment to level it up. You're going to be able to increase strength and discipline on this one. You're going to be able to level up pulse rifles faster as well as fusion rifles faster, and you are going to be able to get more Vanguard reputation. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful at all, it sure would help me a lot if you guys would click that like button. Also, if you guys have time, you can hit that bright yellow subscribe button just in the center there. That'll notify you every time I publish a new video. Thanks very much for watching, guys.